We parked our car at the Sunrift Gorge parking area, bright and early, and got a ride from some very generous family members up to Siyeh Bend. We hiked down the Piegan Pass trailhead for about 2.5 miles, and then we joined the Siyeh Pass trail up and over the pass. On the way down, we took a little excursion off-trail over to the Sexton Glacier for some good views of the glacier from above. It added a couple of miles to the hike, which is normally about 10 miles. Ours ended up being about 12. And then down out Siyeh Pass Trail out to Sunrift Gorge for a fantastic hike in Glacier National Park. Good morning. It is August 18th, 2025 in Glacier National Park. We just left the Siyeh Bend Trailhead, which goes either to Piegan Pass or Siyeh Pass. And so we're going to head over to Siyeh Pass, summit the pass, and then drop down into the Sunrift Gorge. Our hike today should be about 10 miles with 22 to 2,300 feet of elevation gain. Special thanks to Aunt and Uncle Jerry and Lisa for the assistance this morning with the dropping of a vehicle. We just turned right after about 2.4 or 2.5 miles. You turn right onto the Siyeh Pass Trail and you leave the Piegan Pass Trail. So from here it's about 2 miles up to the pass. So kind of looking back towards the trees, that's Piegan Mountain and that's Piegan Glacier right over there. And we're going to head this way. You start to see Mount Siyeh and the pass is off to the right, a little less than 2 miles. So from here you can see our trail goes up, switchbacks up over here, and Siyeh passes over that way. This is close to the high point of our hike, sitting above Siyeh Pass, looking east down the Boulder Creek drainage. Behind us, we have the Goint-To-The-Sun Mountain, and we're about ready to start descending down to Sunrift Gorge. You can see St. Mary Lake for the first time once you get to the other side of the pass. So now we're going to run some switchbacks down here, and you can see St. Mary Lake in the distance, and the trail goes out that way. But we got about 5 miles out to Sunrift Gorge, where our vehicle is parked. So this is looking back towards Siyeh Pass, pretty windy, and now we're heading down this way. This, I believe, is Sexton Glacier. So we're gonna get over here, bunch of switchbacks, down and around out to the lake. Sunrift Gorge is the goal. That's where our vehicle is. We are taking an unmaintained climber's route. We're gonna get off the regular trail here, take this route over to get a little bit better view of Sexton Glacier. Sexton Glacier lies in a cirque between Goint-To-The-Sun Mountain and Matape Peak. Some better views of Sexton Glacier. I think we're gonna walk up this ridge and check it out. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it. This is as close as we're gonna get to Sexton Glacier, but we added a mile or two to hike over here. It'll be a mile or two on the way back to the trail, but pretty cool little vantage point from here. It's so high you can't get the peaks in hardly. So I believe that's Goat Mountain over there. This is Siyeh Pass, where we came from. Took a little side tour over to the glacier, Sexton Glacier, which is pretty cool. Right here, this is where we're having our second lunch. And from here we can also see St. Mary Lake, which is awesome. So this little side hustle over here is gonna add some miles, but our trail down is actually on the other side of this valley, so we gotta head back over there first before we head down. We are back on the regular Siyeh Pass trail after our nice little jaunt over to Sexton Glacier.
If you make your way over to the glacier on this hike, it adds a little less than 2 miles to your total trip.
So you can see these kind of scree peaks up here up by the glacier. That's where we were sitting a little bit ago, and then a nice waterfall coming out. You get a little better view. We jumped off the trail and walked this ridge here up to these points over by the glacier, which is pretty cool. And it didn't add more than a mile or two, so it's kind of nice. Now that we're descending below the glacier, and you kind of see Bering Creek down here that leads out to Bering Falls and Sunrift Gorge, which is where the vehicle is located.
Sorry for the bad footage here, but we did see a grizzly bear with 2 cubs on the way down. The GoPro doesn't do a great job zooming in on wildlife from a distance, but we thought we would show you the grizzly bears that we saw on the way down to Sunrift Gorge.
St. Mary Lake, which means we're not too far. The road is in sight. We are back at Sunrift Gorge, and we just finished the Siyeh Bend Trail. We dropped our Jeep here early this morning, had some family run us over to Siyeh Bend. This hike is normally 9.910 miles. However, we decided to add a few miles. We added a couple of miles out to Sexton Glacier on the way down from Siyeh Pass, which is totally worth it. There's no people out on the trail, great views of the glacier. And this is one of the great hikes where when you finish up, you get this kind of a view. So, great day in Glacier National Park, Montana.